Halo semuanya. Sekarang tidak. Yang sekarang real. Nobarnya. Bentar. Tuh. Apakah real? Beneran ada? Atau di Twitch ya? Apakah benar? Oh, nggak ada. Nah, di sini Honkai Star Rail juga. Nggak muterin live stream. Kapan tahu? Apakah benar? Halo. Apakah kita bakal ditipu lagi? Kok nggak ada suaranya ya? Terlalu ini gue. Honkai Star. Kita refresh. Trauma dengan delay ini. Ini kalau masih delay, selesai sudah. Gagal. Buka. Tidak ada. No. Mana nih? Gue belum buka Honkai sih. Jadi Honkai gue nggak ada suaranya lagi, sial. Mana ini? Apakah sejam lagi? Seperti biasa. Kalian lah. Honkai gue nggak ada suaranya. In-game volume gue kecilin sih. Sampai 0. Nggak ada coy, gila coy. Video di YouTube. Coy. Itu ada notif sih kalau. Ini dia ada. Ada nih. Let's go.
In the last few days, our team has received some incredible intel from an anonymous source. A mysterious Stellaron burst has occurred aboard the Ciencio Lafu. Today, We're lucky to have with us in the
Di-upload,
studio the
anjir, jadinya
Lafu
sial.
Skyfaring Hell Master Madam Yukong, as well as Mr. Lacha, traveling
Kuat
merchant
kan,
currently staying
1080
on the
gue.
ship. Madam Yukong, what's the latest on the Lafu situation?
Gila, nggak ada ini dong.
Well, for the most part, the Stellaron crisis has been brought under control. We've evacuated affected areas, and life has returned to normal in the safe zone.
Let's go.
See, Mr. Lacha, I hear you experienced the crisis firsthand. What was it like on the ground?
Well, I was trapped in the Lawfu's Cloudford Harbor at first. It was only thanks to the Cloud Knights and a fortuitous encounter with kindly strangers that I was able to escape unharmed.
That's the Xianzhou
Subtitlenya
Alliance.
bawah banget dah.
I knew you guys had everything under control.
Gue liatin juga
I
belum.
should
Udah nih,
mention
udah
that
ada.
over the course of this crisis, we've witnessed a
Ini
lot
video
of
jadinya.
suspicious activity.
Ini video
We
tuh,
believe the
video
infamous
video
Stellaron
rekaman
hunters
jadinya,
are responsible.
bukan live stream.
We now have 2 suspects
Jadi
in
kayak
our
premiere.
custody, Blade and
Iya,
Kafka.
ini
Unfortunately,
layar gua tuh ini
Kafka
di
is still
bawah
on the
masalahnya.
Oh,
No, ada gak?
You're talking about the hacker girl, right?
Maksudnya
Silverwolf?
rasio
I heard you infiltrated the Xianzhou
monitor gua tuh
systems.
nggak kayak
At least behind the
nggak kayak
Like
apa ya?
this one.
1080 kayak biasanya, ada tambahannya.
Your fake ID info is ready.
Kecil
This
amat.
place is different from the rest of the space station. We're on Genius Society terms.
Trailer.
All right, let's get going. We have to move quickly. Not what we're looking for.
Nggak ada subtitle juga sih. Ini bener-bener keburu-buru ini dia mereka kayaknya. Nggak ada subtitle Indonesianya. Udah, biarin dah.
You can challenge the space station,
Bronya rebel.
but challenge me? Good luck. Welcome to Billabong's History and Culture Museum.
Kalau gue gedein gimana ya?
As you can see, the interior looks brand new. But we're in a bit of a bind. Our exhibit was stolen. Let me take a look. So these are the suspects.
Suaranya pas kan?
Let's settle this.
Luka.
Enough talk. Have at it.
Oh, dia healer coy. Aduh, gimana ya? Males gue. Kenapa nggak yang cewek healernya?
never let your guard down in front of your enemy.
Pinky.
And now, young man,
Oh, ada si Jing
allow me
Liu
to
cuy.
give you a dignified end.
Berarti bakal ada story baru tuh nanti. Ada story baru sama Jing Liu. Nah, ini baru yang asli, guys. Ini baru asli, sebentar. Nah, nice. Kita play. Banner baru. Belum, bukan. Ya ini next banner ini.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. As always, it's your host and good buddy Albert. Welcome to the Honkai Star Rail version 1.1 Galactic Roaming Special Program.
Hello, good to be here.
Today, we've invited
Jadi gede
3
banget,
special
Sabi,
guests to be with us on the program. Introducing
Hi guys, my name's Melissa Fun and I voice Silverwolf.
Hey folks, my name's Craig Lee Thomas and I voice Lacha.
Itu mas.
Hi everyone, I'm Dawn M. Bennett and I voice Yukong.
pleasure to have you with us. And now, without further ado, let's get straight into Honkai Star Rail version 1.1. What's new, Craig?
Well, judging from the trailer we just saw, it looks like all 3 areas got some updates. Herta Space Station, Bellabog, and the Xianzhou Luofu.
Ini baru
I don't know
baru
if you
iya,
noticed,
kayak.
but Silverwolf got the first bit of
Maksudnya,
screen time.
Kenapa bukan
Just
pom-pom ya?
saying.
Kalau pom-pom lucu sih menurut gua. Iya nggak sih?
Speaking of Silverwolf,
Jadi ini siapa gitu?
I
Si
hear
burung
our
hantunya.
notorious Stellaron Hunter is planning another visit to Genius Society territory soon. Let's take a close look at this little troublemaker.
Yeah.
Menit 37 menit ternyata.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, the first time we saw this mysterious
desain Silverwolf
girl
bagus.
was back at the start of the story.
That's right. It's hard to keep an air of mystery when you're the first one on the scene, but
I
Universe
think she
in
couldn't
another game.
have timed it
Jadi super
better.
hacker.
I think you couldn't have timed that
Melissa
better.
Van.
What role does Silverwolf have within the Stellaron Hunters?
Ini bikin suaranya sama kayak bronya.
she's a super hacker, essentially.
Cuman beda
Lots of technical
beda
know-how.
badan doang.
If you've got a hack, she's got your back.
It's kind of
Baru di
scary
udah ada
how good
bronya
she
2 ya.
is. Hacking the surveillance system on Herta Space Station? Not easy. That's how she located the Stellaron.
Let's not forget the Xianzhou. She hacked into the Luofu's systems and guided the Astral Express crew onto the ship.
Hey,
Oh, dia yang
you
nge-hack.
guys know that this is
Ini yang
all
nge-hack yang
pretty illegal, right?
yang di Shenjulu.
Yeah. I guess what we're trying to say is Silverwolf is capable of breaking through any and all defense systems. That's why she's
Paling hacker.
useful to the Stellaron hunters.
I see. Second question. What's with all the gaming paraphernalia?
Oh, I've been meaning to ask that too. A console here, controller buttons there. It's a vibe.
Well, this probably won't come as a surprise to anyone, but she's a gamer. In fact, she sees the
Paling
universe
gamer,
as a
hacker
game
gamer,
in
anjir.
itself, and she's playing to win. She actually uses a lot of gamer slang in conversation. Not everyone picks
Anjir.
up on it, though.
Got it. So it's fair to say she's kind of a
Dia
nerd.
selalu pakai
You
bahasa-bahasa
could say
gamer.
that. She's also not great at socializing.
Really? She always
Oh,
struck me as pretty outgoing.
I guess she does have a lot of friends.
Hold up a second. She's an outgoing nerd with poor social skills
nerd
and a
ya.
lot of
Pur
friends.
sekali.
That's quite the combo.
Anjir,
Well,
wibu,
if you
anjir.
struggle to make friends, why not create your own?
Melissa, you're talking
Punya
about
temen nih.
imaginary friends, right? I'm not sure that counts.
Oh. Okay, let me explain. I'm talking about the AI modules in her weapons. See these little guys on her character artwork? That's friend. There's devil.
Katanya
This one
temennya
over
banyak
here
yang
is
dari
white color.
Imagine,
Oh, and this one's
Imaginary Friends.
servant.
Oh, they're so cute.
Yeah, they're pretty
Bikin-
adorable.
bikin teman
When
imajinasi
Silverwolf talks
ini.
about her team of professionals, she's talking about these guys.
Hold on a second. Since when did AI become so adorable? Clearly, we're making
kali
it
avatar-avatar
real
yang
easy
pada
for the
terbang ya?
machines to take over. It's thanks to Silverwolf's hacking skills that she's been able to forge such a fearsome reputation at such a young age. Let's take a look at her strengths.
Well,
Skill ya.
Silverwolf is a quantum-type character following the path of nihility. She can apply different debuffs to enemies to improve her allies' combat superiority.
Oke.
In particular, her skill can inflict a weakness on enemies.
Oh, oke.
The weakness she inflicts matches a random ally's attack type.
Which is to say that
Oke.
even if
Dia ngasih
nobody
satu
on her
weakness
team
ke musuh
has an
di
attack
buff
type
skillnya.
which matches an
Lu
enemy's
lihat tuh,
weakness,
kalau lu lihat
Silverwolf
weakness sama
can
musuh tuh
create a
awalnya cuma
weakness
ada
that will
fire sama
correspond to an ally's
wind.
existing strength.
Exactly. In
tadi
addition,
muncul
every one of
muncul
Silverwolf's
quantum
attacks has a
setelah dia
chance of
skill.
inflicting the enemy with a random bug. There
Oh,
are three
iya.
kinds of bugs, which reduce the enemy's attack, defense, and speed, respectively.
Oke, tiap serangannya
And
dia
outside
punya
of combat,
debug.
Silverwolf can use her technique
Dia kalau
to
nyerang,
attack
dia
an
punya
enemy
chance,
and enter battle. Regardless
ngedebuff
of enemy
musuh satu,
weakness, she deals
dari attack
damage
defense
to
kalau
all
enggak
enemies and
weakness.
reduces their toughness.
If Silverwolf breaks an enemy's weakness with her technique, it triggers the quantum
Mantap juga
weakness
ya.
break effect, right?
Yes, that's right. What else was I going to mention? Her ultimate. Silverwolf's ultimate has a high chance of reducing the enemy's defense in addition to dealing damage.
Oke.
I
Ini
love that animation.
ini kayak Pela lah,
It's like
cuman
filling
kayak
out a rhythm game, right?
versi upgrade harusnya.
I'm starting to see
Multinya
what you mean by the universe being a game to her.
Ultinya ngurangi defense.
It doesn't stop there either. Did I mention her ability names? There's System Warning,
Ya, weakness
Allow
musuh dia juga.
Changes, Awaiting System Response, Force Quit Program.
Jadi yang tadi
you get the
yang
picture.
tadi yang nggak ada weakness
Who's the
quantum,
one called
kalau
a
dia
10
skill
set guarantee?
bakal muncul weakness
Ooh, how
quantum.
about single warp miracle?
Sadly not. Her ultimate's called User Banned, though.
Serban.
Oh, I know what that means. Banned out of existence.
Anjir, enak
I
sih.
guess the scary also
Buffer
needs a scary name. Well, it's time
Ya,
to
buffer
move
saya
on
ini.
to the Xianzhou's mysterious visitor.
Kayaknya itu bakalin muncul weaknessnya sesuai yang ada di party lu. Kalau di party lu ada quantum, dia bisa chance ngeluarin weakness quantum. Kalau di party lu ada imaginary, mungkin dia bisa chance jadi weakness imaginary. Selama itu nggak ada weakness di musuh, jadi dia bakal bisa munculin weaknessnya ke musuh.
Straight off the bat,
Buffer
man
di
knows how to
Iya.
dress.
Enggak,
Elegant look,
ini bukan buffer, di buffer
gentlemanly demeanor,
namanya di buffer.
They
Kalau
say
buffer
he's hiding a
beneran
secret.
pure langsung ke
What do you
party
think?
kita, sedangkan di
Good
buffer
guy
ya ke
or
musuh.
villain?
He seems very
Ngeliatin ya.
suspicious.
Really?
Di buffer,
How
salah.
Well,
Salah
imagine
ngomong
some
gua.
guy waltzes into your
Ini apa lagi
hometown
nih?
dressed like an aristocrat from another planet, but he knows all the local customs. You'd be a
Well,
little
buffer
taken
kita
aback,
belum-
right?
Hey, I think you're being a little hard on the guy. Some tourists do their research.
Well, don't you think his healing abilities are a little mysterious? They came in pretty handy during the Stellaron crisis.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm a traveler merchant, I'm gonna want some first aid skills under my belt.
Oh.
It's a dangerous
Itu
career.
kayak traveling,
Career,
kayak
huh?
travel,
Are you sure that's
traveler
how he makes a
dokter,
living?
travel
We
merchant.
haven't seen him
Gua nggak tahu deh.
trade a single thing.
Kilo
Well,
apa ini
I
kayak
feel like this guy already
traveler.
made his fortune. Maybe traveling merchant is just what super rich tourists like to tell people.
Jeez, you guys have an answer for everything. Is this the Law-Cha fan club or something?
Yes.
Let's start one.
Yeah.
Well, what about the coven he carries around with him? Nothing out of the ordinary there, right?
Yeah, you got me there.
mantap sih.
Yeah, that's suspicious.
Kalau
I'm
mau
not so
ngambil,
sure. Everyone needs a
Masalah
conversation
si
starter, right?
Loca ini
Especially traveling merchants.
healer
Think about
kan,
it.
yang
If
kita
you walk
butuhin,
past
yang kita
this
butuh
guy,
healer
the
dulu.
coffin's gonna draw your attention,
Kesel dah.
right? You'll probably ask him about it, and before you know it, he sold you a new set of shower curtain rings.
You know something? That kind
Kemarin
of
bawa
makes
terus iya.
sense.
Pretty smart.
I see.
And if you find people are in need of a few shower curtain rings, I happened upon the finest collection of authentic Xianzhou bathroom wear. Beautiful stuff. Low prices, too.
Touching the original question here. Is Law-Cha a good guy or villain?
I don't think we have enough information.
All right then.
Masih jadi
Guess
misteri
all you
aja.
trailblazers have to make up your own minds. So, why don't we take a look at his
Soalnya di
ability?
Honkai dia
Now we're talking.
antagonisnya si Otto.
Law-Cha is an
Yang gua
imaginary
tahu.
type character following the path of abundance. For a man
Di
with
sini
medical
jadi
knowledge, it's not
karakter yang
surprising that
baik.
he's strong on protection. He can offer healing too and dispel debuffs from his allies. For example, Law-Cha's skill can restore an ally's HP. When the HP of any ally falls below a certain percentage, Law-Cha uses his skill on them without
Nggak perlu
consuming
kirim
any
lagi.
skill points. This effect can be triggered again after a set number of turns.
Emergency
Oke.
healing. huh?
Emergency.
Important for team survival.
Sure is. After unlocking a special trace, using Law-Cha's skill also dispels a debuff from an ally.
Oh, oke.
Using
Ini
Law-Cha's
sama kayak Natasha lah.
ultimate, Death Wish, dispels one
Dia
buff
nge-heal,
from
terus kalau
and deals
naikin
imaginary
trash yang
damage
itu
to
bisa
all
nge-debuff
enemies.
juga.
In other words, if you've got an enemy that's always buffing themselves or debuffing your allies, Law-Cha has an important role to play.
Precisely. And here's something else. Every time Law-Cha uses his skill or ultimate, he grants himself one stack of Abyss
Oh,
Flower.
okay.
Now, when the Abyss Flower reaches a
Abyss
certain number
Flower.
of stacks, Law-Cha deploys a field against the enemy, which lasts for a set number
Oh
of
gitu cara
turns.
mainnya.
When the field is active, allies recover a set amount of HP whenever they make an attack. And that's not all. After
Pin down.
unlocking a special trace,
Nah, itu udah
attacks
semua.
against enemies in the field can restore ally HP.
Baru mulai
Cool,
ya,
it's
nanti deh.
like a
Oh ini
force
mah
field
emang
of
rekaman sih,
healing.
jadi udah pasti
During
di skip kan
exploration,
buat
when
kode
Lacha
redeem doang.
uses his
Ya, oke.
technique Mercy of a Fool, his field will be immediately generated at the start of the next battle.
Sheesh. Mr. Lacha. Mysterious origins and extraordinary skills.
Satu lagi nih, harusnya dia bintang 4 berarti. Oh udah 2 bintang ini. Cara main Siloka lu harus nge-skill 2 kali, nanti ada pasif yang kedua kalau stacknya udah
Now,
udah
there's
2,
somebody else
dia bakal
here
ngeluarin
we
field
gotta get
di
to.
mana
I'm
tiap ada yang
talking about the
nge-attack musuh itu bakal
elegant
nge-heal
scout
kayak
bearer and
lifesteal gitu.
Master Madam Yukong.
About time,
Itu bakal
too.
berguna banget sih, gila.
Well, from commerce, cargo, passengers,
Wah
all
parah
the way
sih
through to the Air
si
Force, the
Luocha.
Skyfaring Commission is in charge
Most
of all
wanted,
matters
anjir.
relating
Healer
to
soalnya.
flight. Yukong is the head of that commission, so the above falls right under her remit.
Nice. Speaking of flight, it seems like star skiffs are the most emblematic means of transportation on the Xianzhou.
Yeah, they're a common sight in the Xianzhou skies. Yukong can fly them, right?
I'd say she's pretty handy with a star skiff.
Halo,
When she was
halo.
young, it was Yukong's flying skills that saw her promoted by the general. That's how she joined the Skyfaring Commission. She soon became an ace among the other pilots.
Huh? That's not the story I heard.
All right, you got me. Here's the director's cut. Yukong ran 6 red lights in a row. She was dragged straight in front of the general and...
I get the picture. Sometimes rebels get noticed.
You're only young once.
6 red lights, huh? Disclaimer, trailblazers, don't try that at home. Well, her rebellious streak might be a thing of the past, but she's still as sharp as ever. Dawn, give us the lowdown.
Coming right up. Yukong is an imaginary type character following the path of harmony. Her skill Emboldening Salvo grants her 2 stacks of Roaring Bowstrings. When Roaring Bowstrings is active, the attack of all allies increases. Yukong loses 1 stack of Roaring Bowstrings with every allied turn.
In other words, Yukong's skill can increase allies' attack for 2 turns.
You got it. During exploration, using Yukong's technique increases her movement speed for a set time. It also allows her to obtain 2 stacks of Roaring Bowstrings at the start of the next battle.
Ooh, sounds like a good recipe for shaking off enemy pursuers.
Using Yukong's basic attack triggers her talent 7 layers, 1 arrow, which deals additional damage and increases the toughness reducing damage of the current attack. This effect can be triggered again after a set number of turns. When Yukong unleashes her ultimate, Diving Kestrel, she deals imaginary damage to a single target. If Roaring Bowstrings is active, its effect is enhanced, increasing the crit rate and crit damage of all allies. Her days on the front lines may be over, but Yukong's skills didn't go anywhere. Maybe one day, we'll get to see her take flight once again.
Ooh, here's hoping.
Man, we're really spoiled for choice with these characters, huh? Still, let's not forget what else we've got coming up. In version 1.1, we'll be welcoming 2 brand new light cones to the warp. First up, Incessant Rain.
Bubblegum in the rain, huh? That's a mood.
The Silverwolf energy is strong in this one.
You got that right. Someone don't want to tidy the room?
So true. She's like, I told you, Kafka. I'm gonna tidy it as soon as version 1.1 finishes downloading.
Sure.
Now, the second light cone is the Path of Abundances, Echoes of the Coffin. See, it looks like a snapshot of Lacha talking to the coffin?
Wow, looks like some kind of thorny vines are emerging from beneath the lid. So many questions. I get a sense of mystery and elegance,
Yukong boleh
but
sih itu
there's also a
bintang 4
kind
kayak
of
begitu.
tenderness and fragility
Buffer,
here.
gila.
Don't you think?
Well, one thing's for sure. If people weren't curious about Lacha's coffin yet, they are now.
Ngebuff attack,
Just a
ngebuff
man
crit
in
rate,
his
crit damage,
ornately
anjir.
decorated
Keren banget.
vine-producing coffin. Nothing to see here, folks.
Itu kayak
Whatever you say, Craig. Check this out.
versi lain
During the
Tingyun,
first
anjir.
phase of version 1.1 in the character
Tingyun
war,
plus
Contract 0,
Yukong.
Trailblazers can obtain the limited 5-star character Silverwolf. During the same phase in the Light Cone event warp,
Oke, ini
the
P1 ya.
drop rate of the 5-star
Ada
Light
Danhang,
Cone
Asta,
incessant
Servo.
rain will be boosted. Now during the second phase of version 1.1 in the
Oh,
character
ini mah
warp
orang-orang pada gacha di
Trailblazers can obtain the limited
What's
5-star
jadinya?
character Lacha and 4-star character Yukong.
gila win-win solution
During
banget ini.
the same
Nihility
phase,
semua,
in the
Nihility.
Light Cone event warp, the drop rate of the 5-star Light Cone Echoes of the Coffin will be boosted. And I almost forgot to mention, when version 1.2 rolls around,
Oke.
Trailblazers can take part in an in-game event to obtain the 4-star character Yukong
Oh, dapat
for
gratis.
free.
Oke, dapat Yukong gratis di 1.2 katanya.
Announced through official channels in the not
Nice.
too distant future.
Nice.
Ooh,
Jadi
awesome.
bisa banget nge-skip sih. Kalau lu cuman
Let's take a
pengen
break for a
Yukongnya
minute
doang.
here, but when we get back, we'll be talking version 1.1 events.
Cuman yang sekarang emang nggak dapat gratis. Nah, nanti di 1.2 Kebetulan kepotong. Ini apa layar gua nggak rasionya nggak 19:10 gitu. Jadinya ada lebihnya di bawah sama atasnya. Jadi kalau YouTube-nya turun, subtitle-nya turun juga ke bawah. Salah monitor gua. Yukong mantap sih itu. Cukup punya aja berarti. Ini bisa dipercepat sih. Karena ini video. Biarin dah, diemin aja. Sesuaiin durasi. Silver Wolf Debaucher. Wah, ini mah udah pada ke slow sih orang-orang kayaknya dah. Kalau butuh healer beneran
Welcome back,
ngeri banget dia
Trailblazers.
healernya.
New characters and light cones aside, version 1.1 has lots
Jauh
of
lebih
advanced
aman dia
gameplay
healernya.
updates. And a
So,
little bird told me
bisa
there's
nge-heal
that
tanpa harus
connected to
ngeturnnya si
Silverwolf on
Locha.
the way.
I heard the same thing. At the start of the story, Kafka and Silverwolf invaded Herta space station.
Iya itu
Kafka's mission was to awaken the
kodenya udah
Trailblazer.
semua.
Silverwolf's
Ini gara-gara
mission
ini
was
video
to
ini tuh
help
bukan
Kafka
live gitu.
infiltrate the
Jadi
space
bisa orang-orang
station
mungkin nge-skip
systems
buat kode
and
redeemnya
locate
doang.
the hidden Stellaron.
Jadi kode redeemnya itu udah
But
yang
that
dipin
wasn't
yang udah
enough
benar.
for Silverwolf.
I can believe that. She's been on the IPC's wanted
Yeah.
list for as long as I can remember.
During
Empat
the
kode redeem,
invasion,
iya, nggak tahu.
she left behind some kind of
Kayaknya satu lagi-
digital graffiti. Just
satu
her
lagi
way
yang
of
itu deh,
letting
satu
everyone
lagi
know
yang
Silverwolf was here.
apa
Way
tuh?
to rub it in their faces, Silverwolf. Still, artists need an outlet.
Ini apa
This
nih?
all
Event
sounds
apa?
like classic
Satu lagi yang ini,
Silverwolf
satu lagi
energy to
yang
me.
apologize
I
itu yang
forgot to tell you
apa?
guys the name of her
Yang kemarin
homeworld.
delay. Nggak tahu deh. Mungkin gitu.
Lord. Kind of fitting, don't you think?
Seriously?
me.
No way.
Afraid so. I think she was
Iya, kompe
destined
kayaknya.
for this
Kayak
kind of
kayak
behavior.
kompen saya ini, kompen
Anyway,
kayak yang
In the
kemarin.
Star Hunt game event, the Trailblazers receive an invite from the
Okay.
space station's network security
Ini eventnya ini
engineer,
ya.
Leonard. They have to help Leonard locate the digital
Leonard
graffiti
locate.
hidden across the station and uncover the secrets inside.
Wait,
Oh,
there are
okay.
secrets hidden inside the graffiti? But if it's all digital...
Kita disuruh nyari
I bet you
graffiti
need
yang
to
dibikin
hack into it or
si
something.
yang dibikin
You
si
might be
Silverwolf
right.
di Space
We
Station.
also get to meet a new Genius Society member, one of Madame Herta's collaborators, Screwlum. He'll be
Screwlum.
helping the Trailblazers too.
Kita bakal ketemu dia
Haven't
kayaknya.
we seen Screwlum before somewhere?
I think we saw a hologram portrait of him in Herta's office.
Oh
He's
iya,
a
itu
robot,
dia.
right?
A robot genius society
Bakal ketemu dia deh
member.
nanti si
Interesting.
Skrulum.
I bet he's got a few hacker skills up his sleeve. If he's helping us out too, I'm sure
Nggak tahu
we'll
deh.
be
Ya,
fine.
gua belum nonton
You
soalnya.
know what I found
Gue
out?
sengaja nggak nonton
Silverwolf
semalam.
and
Malah
Screwlum
nggak
actually
ngerti.
faced off
Bingung
against
nanti.
each other once. You can see a snapshot of their fight in the "We Will Meet Again" light cone.
Whoa. Okay, Screwlum. Looking
Malah
kind of
nggak
handsome
nonton.
there.
Ada tuh
Jeez,
kan.
his portrait really doesn't do him justice.
Nunggu besok aja
You know,
apa-apa.
If you and the light cone need a moment here, the rest of us can head out.
I love a handsome robot.
I guess this
Oh, iya,
event
itu
will be
dia
the
ya.
second time Screwlum's come up against Silverwolf's mischief then. Old enemies locking horns once again.
Oh ini apa
this does kinda feel like a
musuh
rematch.
buyutannya si
Gotta mention that
Silverwolf.
graffiti again. Anyone else feel like it'd make for a good tattoo? I feel
Kalau
like
ke
some of
Space
these
Station dia
characters could
lawannya
pull it
dia tuh.
off.
I don't think that feature is coming to Star Rail anytime soon.
Oh, what?
But I did hear that the designs are collectible. The Trailblazer can apply
Collectible?
them to in-game surfaces and
Wow.
take photos with the artwork.
Oh, oke.
Nice.
Collecting the graffiti
Jadi
designs also allows you to unlock the limited
Itu
4-star
ada
light
fitur
cone
limited itu.
before the
Kalau
tutorial mission
ketinggalan
starts.
nggak bisa dapet itu.
Complete the event
Dapat
mission
stiker si
to obtain always
Silver
smiley,
Wolf.
which can be exchanged in the event shop for limited light
Oh, ini
cone,
gratis nih.
special superimposition material,
Before the
as
tutorial
well
mission
as
start.
stellar jade.
Hey, that's another good-looking light
Dapat
cone.
icon gratis
Not to change the
Nihility
subject
si
or anything, but I gotta
Silver
ask.
Wolf.
Is that Albert merch I'm seeing over there?
It looks so fluffy.
Ini ada yang limited ya, jangan nyampe kelewat sih. Ada stiker kayak gitu.
To
Nah,
mention
kalau udah
it,
kelewat
why don't
ya
I introduce you to the
hilang
IPC's
stikernya.
merchandise department? If you guys had your own merch, they'd be sold out in no time. Or
Ya paling walaupun cuma
maybe
stiker
let's
sih.
just get back to version 1.1
Tapi ya
for
namanya
now.
limited pasti dicari.
In the story thus far, Belobog has finally emerged from the Stellaron shadow.
Oke.
But there's a lot left to do. The city is going through changes. And you guys want to shed some light?
I heard a thing or two.
Oke.
Now that the underworld and
Ini katanya
overworld are
ngejelasin soal
reconnected,
Belobog yang
things are
udah bebas
definitely
dari
heading in
ini
a
kan.
better direction. One recent development, Belobog's History Museum is getting ready to reopen to the
Oh,
public.
oke.
Museum? I love
Mereka buka area
museums.
baru.
Don't you wish you
Museum.
could take the exhibits home with you, though?
The only problem is exhibits are being stolen. Anything you'd like to tell
Oh,
us?
oke.
Melissa?
Ada barang-barang yang kecuri katanya. Nanti bakal ada story-nya.
I
Mungkin
only just found
story-story
out they had a museum.
story-story
How could it
kecil
have been
mungkin.
me?
Oh, I didn't say it was you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Prime
Kan
suspect.
kalau nonton
Anyway,
kayak
in
gini
the
gue lebih ngerti
Everwinter
gitu.
City
Kalau nonton yang
Museum
CN
Ledger of
kemarin,
Curiosities event, the
Duh, enggak deh,
Trailblazer
gue
must
nggak
help
ngerti.
Kayla track down
Daripada
clues and
bengang-bengong
recover the
cuman
lost exhibits.
Nice.
ini.
Oh, I love a good whodunit.
Dapat itu juga ya.
Sounds great.
Well, that's not all.
Dapat item yang
The
di kayak
Trailblazer
Battle Pass
can
itu.
take on managerial responsibilities and help run the
Oh, ini
place.
apa nih?
Huh. So what does that involve exactly?
I'm glad you asked. The Trailblazer can do things like
gila.
collect exhibits and enlist other individuals to improve the overall experience for visitors. After achieving specific operational goals, they can accumulate funds to expand the museum's exhibits and gradually unlock
Kayak
limited time
ini ya,
rewards.
kita nyari
such as
barang-barang yang
stellar
dicuri
jade,
itu terus
lost
dibalikin ke
crystals,
situ dan
and
dapat
self-modeling
reward
resin.
lah lebih tepatnya.
Sounds like fun.
Itu
I'm sure it'll
ngumpul-ngumpulin
be a
barang-barangnya
piece
itu.
of cake.
When the limited time event is over, the museum will remain as a mode within the game.
Oh, oke.
Trailblazers can return to the museum at any time to check
Oke.
out the collection and catch up
Awalnya
with
cuman
colleagues.
event
Of course, if you
area
encounter
ini,
any
cuman
issues
setelah
during the
kalau
run of
event
the
udah selesai,
museum,
jadi areanya bisa lu
don't
kunjungin
hesitate to Get
lagi.
in touch with the IPC. Wait, we don't have the service. Gotta get ahead of myself.
Kayaknya kayak ngumpulin
Deep
barang-barang
breath,
yang
Albert.
hilang yang
Not
di
everything
museum.
is an
Jadi,
IPC
intinya kayak
sales
gitu.
pitch.
Thanks, Don. This is what happens if you read commercials for a living.
No worries. Kinda did sound like a useful service. Maybe the IPC should look into it.
I'm sure our Trailblazers are more interested in the content of the new version. Let's get back on track.
All right. A researcher from the space station found a combat
Stellar
simulation
Flare.
program of unknown origin called Stellar Flare, which
Ini apa?
contains
Ini
a
event lagi.
series of new challenge
Event langsung banyak
stages.
tuh.
Huh?
Event langsung
More
banyak ini.
challenges?
Every
Kemarin kan
stage in
cuma
Stellar
satu.
Flare has a challenge theme and corresponding special mechanism. Trailblazers will have to think outside the
Okay.
box and use any advantages offered by the mechanisms to complete the stage
ini
in as
event
few
berantem lah
turns as
ini.
possible.
Sounds like the Forgotten Hall to me.
Oh
The
iya.
difference with Stellar Flare is that the special mechanisms might require completely new ways of thinking about combat. For
Okay.
example, in some stages, using your skill doesn't consume skill points.
Oh,
In
kayak
others,
ada buff
damage dealt when
tertentu gitu
breaking an enemy's
tiap
toughness
stage
is
sih.
increased, but the
Jadi
enemy's
kalau ada
toughness will
ruangan
be
yang nggak pakai skill
immediately
point,
restored.
mungkin ada yang
Sounds pretty cool, but I'm sure
Mungkin ada yang
Silverwolf
ultinya
will take care of it in
cepet penuh.
one turn.
What if I haven't
Mirip
leveled up enough
Forgotten Hall, itu ada
characters? Is
itu
it
apa?
impossible for me to complete the
Ada
challenge?
turns-nya tuh di
Don't
kiri kalau
worry,
lihat tadi.
to assist Trailblazers in completing the challenge,
Oh itu,
every Stellar
elemen
Flare stage has a
bunuh dua
trial
musuh
character
dalam
suited to the
3
theme.
ronde katanya.
Don't say.
Ada ketentuannya,
I can get behind
clear
that.
conditionnya.
The Garden of
Yeah,
Plenty
okay.
event. Recently, the cosmos has entered a turbulent cycle,
Dunia
and the
Plante.
calyxes are
Oh ini double
unusually
lah
active.
lebih tepatnya. Ini
The
kayak
reality
Leyline
data contained
Overflow.
within them has grown
Leyline Overflow-nya
exponentially.
ini Genshin.
Which means
It means that over a fixed time period, Trailblazers have
Double
a set
bukan ini?
number of daily attempts to obtain double the rewards
Oh,
from
ya, double reward.
calyxes. Leveling up, here
Double
we
reward.
come. The next event we're going to
Yeah,
talk
oke.
about is called Lab Assistance in Position.
Di event
Wen
lagi nih.
Sherling is a Department of Implement Arts researcher on Herta Space Station, and she's currently preparing research topics needed for the next quarter. However, the Antimatter Legion's invasion has messed up her progress. As a result, Wen Sherling has asked the Trailblazer to help her collect monster materials for use
Okay.
in her research topic. If the Trailblazer collects and submits the experimental materials required on a given day, they can receive corresponding rewards.
I got a
Ooh.
question, Dawn.
Fire
Gua
away.
dapet
These
3
are
yang
Space
biru
Station
anjir.
and Belobog events, right? Aren't there any events or missions on the Xianzhou Luofu?
You beat me to it.
Oh,
That's exactly what I
Okay.
was about to bring up. In version 1.1, 3 new companion missions
Oh, companion-
are destined
companion
for the
mission.
Xianzhou Luofu. These missions will
Quest story lah,
involve
quest story-nya.
Yenqing, and Luocha.
Silverwolf
As for
dapat
the
juga.
specifics, I'm gonna keep that a secret for now. We can't go spoiling all the fun, can we?
what? Not
Oke,
even
yang
one detail?
di Shinzo Lovu nggak ada event, cuman ada story, ada
We're on
quest
the edge of
story.
our seats here.
Companion
Yeah,
companion
come on,
companion
Dawn.
mission.
All right, all right. Do you guys remember the girl with the blindfold in the opening trailer? And now,
Oh,
young
yeah.
man, allow me to give you a dignified end.
Itu ya
I was
si Jing Liu
wondering
ya,
who she was.
yang di
Well,
trailer
all
katanya.
I'll say is that she and the Xianzhou have a complicated past.
Oh,
And her
anjir,
appearance on
berarti
the
beneran
Xianzhou leads to a
nambah story
dramatic
langsung
encounter
nambah
with
story
Cloud
ini.
Knight Lieutenant Yenqing. And that's all you're getting. Sorry.
Encounter Yenqing.
Surprises are worth
Wait, what?
waiting for.
Si Yancing jadi
Dramatic
ini
encounter with Cloud Knight Lieutenant
Wah.
Yenqing.
lawan Yancing
And that's
katanya
all you're
nanti.
getting. Sorry. Surprises are worth waiting for.
Update. Kayaknya update. Kata si Ukong ada bakal ada
Nope,
story,
I'm afraid
cuman
that's all you're
dia
getting.
dia ngasih
However,
clue katanya
I
si
do
Yancing
have a
bakal
little
jadi
info
musuh
on some
katanya.
Other updates. Interested?
Ya kayak ini sih kayak melawan bro-nya, lawan Kokolia,
Well, if
lawan
nobody's
Gepard
that
di
interested, then I
Belobog.
suppose I'll
Tapi
just-
kita di sini lawan
Of
Yancing.
course we're interested.
What, are you crazy?
Albert, you're interested, right?
Kenapa dia?
That's better, good boy.
Nicely done, Melissa. The check-in event Gift of Odyssey
Wah, ini
will
dia,
also
coy.
be arriving in version 1.1.
Ini yang paling ditunggu.
For the length of this version, as long as Trailblazers log
Seminggu
in for
login
7
dapat 10 kali
days,
gacha
they can acquire 10
dari
Star
tanggal
Rail special passes.
18.
10 free warps? Nice.
Until ya,
Version
sampai
1.1 will
berarti.
also see some system updates. When
Bulan depan
Trailblazers
tapi
need to obtain leveling materials that only a certain type of enemy can produce, they can
Oke.
instantly teleport to an area where the enemy is present, as
Oh,
well as
oke.
pinpoint
Ada ini,
the precise
ada
location of the enemy on the map
Ada apa?
with a marker.
Ada
Sounds like a
buku
real
panduan
time
kayak ini.
saver.
Buku panduan
Wait until
kayak
you hear
Genshin yang lu
this.
bisa
Once the enemy
yang lu
in
nyari
question is
nyari
defeated,
lokasi
the
musuh
marker
langsung
will
biar
automatically
kan lu
move to
kan
the location
kadang
of the next
perlu
enemy.
material musuh tuh.
After all marked enemies
Nah,
on the
karena
map
lu
have been
nanti bisa
defeated,
langsung
Trailblazers
teleport
can continue
ke
to
tempat
pinpoint
musuhnya.
enemies on other maps. This
Oh, iya tuh.
process can be repeated until all daily respawn enemies
Iya,
of
iya,
a
ini
certain
ngerti.
type have been defeated.
Ini
That's a
kayak
lot
bukunya itu loh, buku
safer.
yang di
I barely
Genshin
found my
itu,
way to the
yang lu
studio
bisa
today.
nyari musuh. Lu kurang
There's
sama
also a
item
small
apa terus lu
combat
cari musuhnya.
surprise in store. During
Oke,
combat, trotters that
Ada
have lost their way
quality of
may
life ya.
randomly enter battle. As
Ada
long as the
QOL
trotter
nya.
is defeated before it manages to flee, additional leveling
Ini
materials
apa
can
nih?
be obtained.
Enemy geolocation and additional material opportunities? Devs, I owe you
Walk
one.
into the truck.
Last
Maksud
but
lu
not
tuh-
least, manages to. There's also a small combat surprise in store. During combat,
During
trotters
combat?
that have lost their way may randomly enter battle.
Oh, oke.
As long as the trotter is defeated before it manages to
Wah.
flee, additional leveling materials can be
Lu-
obtained.
Enemy
Lu kalau
geolocation
lawan
and additional
musuh
material opportunities?
bisa dapat
Devs,
kesempatan
I owe you
si trotternya
Last but
muncul.
not least, in order
Muncul
to
entah
help
dari mana dia
Trailblazers
pokoknya
stay in
lu
touch,
kalau lawan
version
musuh gitu.
1.1 also has a friend chat
Nah, ini dia
function.
nih. Bisa
So
ngechat
you
ternyata.
mean, aside from helping friends through support assist, we can
Dia
send
bisa
them
ngobrol.
messages too?
You got it. Doesn't matter if they're old companions or new acquaintances.
Oke.
That's the spirit
Peter
of
chat ya.
trailblazing right there.
Oh, hey,
Dari kemarin
Albert,
harusnya
what's your
muncul.
account? Let me add you.
What?
I need to add you. You can be my personal IPC customer service. What do you think?
Say Lou. Hey, don't get any ideas because I nearly made up a service that doesn't exist.
So you don't want to add me? Guess I'll just have to hack you.
Wait a minute. We can negotiate.
Yeah, I'm gonna need those account details too.
Count me in. Sorry to jump on the bandwagon here, Albert, but you're a celebrity anchor for the IPC. Everyone wants to be your friend.
Fine, but I'm switching my account the next chance I get. Time for today's third redemption code.
Oke. Udah habis sih harusnya. Ini udah redeem code terakhir. Di akhir ada ini dong. Sneak peek dong.
Darn.
But as the first guest on the program, you guys got any thoughts, reflections, complaints?
Oh, it's been an honor to be on the show, Albert. I gotta say,
Albert.
we covered a
Yeah.
lot of ground.
Dia
Now I'm
mau
even
ngasih nama
more
Albert
excited for
jadi
the
Albert.
updates. Fingers crossed
Keren
I get
juga.
Silver Wolf.
Yeah, seriously, same.
Greg, how you feeling?
I feel like I've got more questions than I came in with. What new directions will
Wah,
Lotcha
gila.
take the story in? Who's
Bannernya
stealing
di
exhibits
awal-awal
from the
ini ngeri
museum?
sih emang.
And what about those
Perlu gitu.
companion
Kesel
missions?
anjir.
Guess we'll have to find out the answers in game.
Healer sih, si Lotsa sih yang
yeah,
paling
for real.
krusial.
As for me,
Kalau lu nggak punya
I'm
Bailus
pleasantly
nyampe
surprised.
nanti next lagi
I've seen a
nggak
lot of
punya
Yukong
Bailus
up
sih,
to now,
buset dah.
but this was the
Forgotten
first
Hall
time I got
bakal
to understand her moves
berdarah-darah
and
itu.
role on the battlefield. She's so cool. I kind of want to be her. Then again, I guess I kind of am her.
Masalahnya Silver Wolf bagus juga lagi kalau lu punya si ini, punya Shelley.
I want to thank all you Trailblazers today for tuning in, and hey, we'll see you on the flip side.
See you in the game.
Kayak lu bawa Silver Wolf di ke tim tuh udah easy berarti tiap musuh tuh ada weaknessnya. Lu nggak
You
perlu
didn't
ragu
think it was over.
dia tuh
Did
nggak punya.
you?
Lanjut keren juga. See you on 6.5. Hah? Apaan lagi 6.5? Kayak lu bawa Silver Wolf beneran udah pasti ada weaknessnya musuh. Pasti ada weakness yang ada di party lu. Kalau dia kurang quantum ya pasti ada weakness quantum nanti kalau dia di buff.
Indomie Ramen Series.
In the last few days, our
Secret ending. Katanya ketemu lagi di 6.5 anjir. Ketemu apaan tuh sama dia? Jauh banget 6.5 anjir. Secret ending kah? Puzzle ending. Udah gitu doang sih. Gua cek star langsung ya. Bentar gua redeem code-nya deh. Kita redeem code-nya dulu.
Our team has received some incredible intel from an anonymous source. A mysterious Stellaron burst has occurred aboard the Xianzhou Lafu.
Masa nggak ada bintang 4 healer lagi lu?
In the
Gila lu.
studio, the Lafu Skyfaring Hellmaster Madam
Kenapa nggak Yukong yang healer?
as well as Mr. Lotcha.
Ya nggak sih? Kenapa nggak Yukong yang healer? Si itu yang
on the ship.
healer
Madam
juga
Yukong.
gitu kan gratis.
What's the latest on the Lafu situation?
Well, for the most part, the Stellaron crisis has been brought under control. We've evacuated affected areas, and life has returned to normal in the safe zones.
I see.
Awalnya nggak ada
Mr.
ini.
Lotcha,
Awalnya
I
nggak
hear
ada
you experienced the crisis firsthand.
nggak ada si Silver
What was it
Wolf.
like on the ground?
Well, I was trapped in the law.
Gimana muncul itu dia?
Was able to escape.
Si Silver Wolf. Ini nggak ada si
The
Silver
control.
Wolf.
I should mention that over the course of this crisis, we've witnessed
Gue
a
lagi
lot of
loading ini,
suspicious
loading login
activity.
Starel.
We believe the infamous Stellaron hunters are responsible. We now have 2 suspects in our custody, Blade and Kafka. Unfortunately, their accomplices.
You're all right. Silver Wolf, I heard you infiltrated the Xianzhou. Exactly.
The info's ready.
Oh enggak, emang tadi emang nggak ada
This
si
is different from the
Silver Wolf
rest of
tadi.
the space station. We're on Genius Society turf.
Ya selesai.
All right, let's get going. We have to move quickly. Now
Ini nggak ada suaranya, gue matiin suaranya. Ini lagi nonton apa gitu tadi? Kita redeem dulu, redeem. Mana. Medium guys. Lumayan. Ada 4 ya. Berarti bener itu satu lagi ini ya yang gara-gara ini. Gara-gara delay. Di sini tuh mailnya ya, ini mail ininya nggak bisa ditimbun. Cuman kalau yang login apa? Kalau yang login harian tuh, ini cuman seminggu. Mana dah? Ini daily check-in kayak gini cuman seminggu nih, jadi gue nggak bisa nabung. Mailnya nggak bisa ditabung, cuman seminggu doang. Sedangkan yang ini ya ada juga sih yang sebulan kayak gini nih, yang sebulan durasinya. Kalau di Genshin kan gue tiap bulan tuh ngambil rewardnya. Tidak bisa, no. Tidak bisa ditimbun. Ini ambil aja deh. Main 400. Berarti yang CN nggak dapet dong tuh. Yang CN kan udah duluan ya kemarin ya. Apa asarnya lancar ya, nggak ada delay. Yang global kan delay terus dapat 100. Yang CN dapat gitu. Ya, berarti overall bannernya bagus sih. Cuma bintang 4-nya ya kalau bisa nge-skip, kalau lu udah punya semua ya nge-skip bisa. Masalahnya tuh healernya si Lot, anjir dah. Gue red on sih ini, tinggal ngambil doang kalau pengen. Stellar Jet mah easy lah, gue tinggal ngambil di mana. Gue punya banyak simpenan ini. Misalnya Silver Wolf keren juga lagi, sial. Apa nunggu skip Silver Wolf ya? Gue udah ada bronya sama Tingyun sih, udah jauh lebih dari cukup sih untuk buffer. Cuman dia tuh nihility masalahnya. Nambah weakness loh. Paling nih tinggal lihat stat sih nanti. Kalau statnya kalau scaling di buffnya bagus, seperti dia ngurangi defense-nya gede atau ngurangi di Silver Wolf maksudnya, bakal bagus sih di gacha. Cuman kalau scalingnya kecil sepertinya, di buffnya kecil atau turn-nya sedikit, ya masih bisa di skip berarti. Udah mungkin gitu aja. Gue juga udah habis-habisan nih kuota. Bentar lagi mau habis kayaknya kuota nih. Besok-besok udah gak mungkin bisa live stream soalnya. Intinya ya boleh lah. Ada story baru, ada companion quest gitu baru. Sampai ketemu di Discord. Udah tinggi aja. Thank you semuanya, thank you yang sudah komen. Aduh. Bye bye guys. Yang penting kode redeemnya sudah selesai, aman.